Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I am so festively glad that you're here today. And speaking of festive, I have a couple of very cute elves here with me to say hello and to talk one of our all-time favorite movies. Guys, I'm here with the Sidley twins. Hi, triplets.
Hi, triplet. How are you?
How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you guys? You look so beautiful. Can we let's see the sweaters. That's usually
Oh.
yeah, it sounds like I'm coming on to you, but
Well,
why
it's
is the
from our
carpet all
favorite
wet?
Christmas movie, Christmas Vacation, and it is. And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margo.
Our favorite.
Yes, I love it. You guys are so festive, and you can't see me, but I am dressed like Cousin Eddie as we
Yes.
speak.
Yes,
We
you are.
can concur. We saw
Yeah.
it. Confirmed. Can
That's
concur.
right.
No, she's got the short
Little
robe
short
on.
robe, yeah.
Yeah, and little hat. And yeah.
Totally.
She's got a little hose.
That's
She's
right.
cool.
That's right. That's right. Oh man.
Yes, this is our favorite movie. Now, Jen, is this your favorite holiday movie as well? Or do you have like a couple in the
It's not
like
only
you
my
can't
favorite
decide?
movie, my favorite holiday movie, it's one of my all-time favorite movies. I
Yes.
love this one. I've probably seen it over 100 times. What about you guys?
Oh, close to 100, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We watch it every year with our family
Mhm.
during the holidays. We sometimes watch it on Thanksgiving.
If it's on TV, we'll just
It-
watch
like if
it.
it's on cable,
Yeah.
we'll just
Yes.
watch it. It's just one of
It's
those
memorized.
classic movies that you're right, we have memorized the whole script.
Yeah.
Yes, you will hear us quoting it along the way. I'm so excited. It's so good. Do you remember when you guys first found the movie? Was it about the time it came out? Was it a little after? Do you remember?
Well, we weren't born yet. No. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
yeah, that's true. That's
Same. I think Dad took us to the theater. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think he did
yeah.
probably with Uncle Claude
and our cousin.
and our cousin Emil.
Yeah, we
We were
definitely
very young.
We
Uh-huh.
definitely went to the theater because we loved all the National Lampoon vacation movies. So
Yeah.
And our dad was such
and
a
our
fan.
dad was a huge fan. So like we had already seen, the Wally World and
Yes.
the
The European
and then the
vacation.
European.
Yes.
And so we already knew about the Griswolds.
And we
knew
were
everything.
huge Three Amigos fans. So Chevy Chase
Me
was like
too.
God to us.
Oh, huge.
It was like Christmas Vacation, Three Amigos. We should do a whole show on that.
Yeah,
next month.
I'm in. I love that movie. Martin
One of my
Short.
favorites.
It's so funny. Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and that's what Jen is wearing right there, guys. That robe.
Yeah, if you
That
didn't
is what
know
Jen is
already.
wearing. Yes, that's right. Enjoy that visual.
Well, when was the first time you saw it?
Same as you. So my mom took me. That was a funny story. So my mom took my brother and I when we were quite young, because we're very young. No, no, we went to the theater and saw it, and I remember we saw like a matinee, and we laughed so hard that my mom was like, my dad has to see this. So we went back that night and watched it again with my dad.
I
So
love that. That is so
Loved it.
great.
I think it was so wonderful as kids watching your parents laugh so hard.
Yeah.
I think that was the excitement for me to watch my dad and Uncle Claude laugh the way they did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And because when you're a kid, you get the jokes, but you kind of get the jokes, but like and I remember it took the world by storm. People
did.
just went nuts over this movie. It really solidified Chevy Chase as just the comedian, like he just an icon, just
And a
iconic.
great actor. I
Mhm.
think.
Absolutely. Now, I hate to bring up something negative, but I have to ask, have you seen the second one?
The Las Vegas one.
No, they called it, I believe,
I
Christmas
refuse
Vacation
to see
2.
it.
I
I did too.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it because I heard it was awful.
Listen, I love Chevy Chase,
Uh-huh.
but he's had some like issues and in his life, and I didn't
I
want
just
to
want
take.
to remember this.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm not against people. Listen, that's his decision. I respect his decision, and I'm not against him in any way, shape, or form. I love Chevy Chase and I respect him tremendously. But I didn't want to watch it and have it get spoiled. for me.
Yeah, I don't even think he's in it a whole lot. From what I understood, if at all, right? It's mostly Cousin Eddie and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
just not. Yeah,
I didn't want to
was doing
spoil
a
the
fan.
feeling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Take it
I
back,
was just
Jen,
going to
sorry.
say what you were saying, which is I don't want to spoil the feelings. I love this movie so much. I don't want to mess with that.
He was at a fan expo that I was watching on YouTube when I was getting these clips. And it really made me sad because he redid the Tylenol. Where's the Tylenol?
Where's
the whole
the
rant. The
Tylenol?
whole rant.
I
of
say that 50 times a day.
Yeah, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
And it made me so sad.
I want to remember this.
Yes.
I want to remember.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, continuing on. So, Nancy, I have to ask you, since I'm always trying to figure out who your secret boyfriend is he in this movie, and is it Snots?
It's not Snots, and no, he's not in this movie.
Okay, darn it.
You know what?
You would have loved to be in this movie.
He's never seen this movie. He's never
What?
seen it.
You
I
saw
know.
The Rock to
I
sit down and
reacted-
watch this movie with you.
Oh, he is. He is. We will we'll be in Vancouver
need
next month.
to force him.
He will be
Yes.
sitting his ass down watching this movie. I guarantee it.
That's
And
right.
and he's gonna get annoyed because I'll literally be talking through the whole thing.
Oh,
But it's his fault for not
That's
seeing
right.
it. He has never seen Friends or Seinfeld or anything like that. And I think that's the curse of a comedian. I think it's
Writer.
hard for a writer. I think they're always doing their own thing. So
Right.
it's, they don't get around to it. He was pretty busy in the 90s when this came out. So
he was a little busy.
He was a little busy doing this.
well, The Rock has a lot of stuff going on, so he can't just sit down and watch.
Oh Lord.
So, Jen, has the little Gosling seen this movie?
She has seen parts of it, yes. She has seen parts of it. She's, she's kid, so she can only sit still for so long, and then she's like, okay, I'm good. But yes, she has, and she enjoys it. Yes.
Oh
She very
man,
much
I
enjoyed
would
it.
like, if I had a kid, I would do that scene in A Clockwork Orange where I would just like sit them down with a straight jacket and tape their eyes open. And I'd be like, you're watching this.
You're
and,
watching it.
and you're gonna like it.
So I might cross Aunt Nancy off list of babysitters for the Gosling.
And you'll thank me. You'll thank me.
Yeah, right. Don't worry, Jen. She'll never get close to the Gosling.
Okay. We're joking because the Gosling loved you both when we visited, so you spoiled her rotten. So
But
we're
she
good.
loves me.
Good.
She
That's
loves me
right.
too.
Of course. Oh my God, you both spoiled her rotten.
Should we do trivia first?
So the
Just
three of
looking
us
it
know
up.
all the answers. So how does this work?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is this one gonna
Stephanie was going to be the moderator.
I was gonna be the
and
moderator.
Then you and I were going to go back and forth. She's
Yeah.
going to say, and then I get to go first, and then you get to go first
Okay.
on each one.
work? Okay.
Because
Okay.
obviously it wouldn't be fair if Stephanie and me and I. Okay, guys, now it is quiz time, but we want you to play along at home. So Stephanie is going to ask the question, and then Jen and I are going to take turns first answering it. We're going to wait 3 seconds before we answer the question because it's probably going to be super easy to Jen and I. However, we want you to be able to play along too. So we'll wait 3 seconds. You shout it out. If you're with anybody, play along with your kids or your significant, whoever's with you. We are going to play National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation quiz show.
Trivia.
Hey, I'm so excited.
Okay, Jen, this one's for you.
Okay.
And everyone else. What does the police officer say he would beat Clark's boss with for not giving out a Christmas bonus? A rubber hose, a 4x4, an iron pipe, or a chain?
I know the answer, but I'm waiting. So you guys answer at home and I'm going to yell it out. Tell me when I'm ready.
I think you're good.
Rubber hose, rubber hose.
Yay!
I would beat you. That's what he started to say, just like that.
I would beat you with a rubber hose.
Of all the
Okay,
cheap
Nancy.
and- yeah.
Okay, Nancy.
Oh,
You got this. You got this.
What is there a lot of in the What is there a lot of in the Griswold's Christmas tree? Needles, sorry guys. Needles, branches, broom, or sap?
I'm waiting at home for everyone. Jen, do you know it too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you guys yell out your answers?
Yes.
The answer is sap.
Yes, it is.
Lots of sap.
Yes.
Tons of
Little
sap.
full,
That's
a lot of sap.
25 cents for you.
Okay. And what's
Remember the magazine when he was reading through the magazine in
Yes.
bed and it kept
No, and then he goes
And he gives her a kiss.
right and grabs her hair.
and then the whole and then
No,
the light.
and then the light,
Yes.
everything falls into the bed.
Oh, it's so good. Can you do me a favor, Nancy, and put some sap on your hands and reenact this right now?
Yes,
Stephanie?
yes. I have a pine tree outside. I can do it right
does.
now. No, but this is how he did it. I remember because I've seen the movie. He didn't even have sap on his head. This is how great Chevy
Yeah.
Chase is. He just
He
grabs
just
it
grabs
like
it
this.
like this. It's so great.
I guarantee like most of that was ad-libbed.
Oh, so good.
Like this.
Okay, Jen.
Okay.
Who are the last two characters seen together at the end of the movie? Note, they are shown after the end credits start to scroll. Is it Clark and Eddie? Clark and Snots? Russ and Snots? Ruby, Sue, and Rocky?
Oh.
Let you
I
guys
feel-
at home yell it out.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay. I feel confident that Clark is one of them because I remember it panning back. But who is he with? I thought it was Clark and Ellen, but that wasn't a choice. So I'm gonna say Clark and Snots.
Yes!
Yes, good job.
You got it. You got
Yeah.
it. That was a hard one because it is true. She goes,
She's
come
there.
home. She with,
Yeah.
with a little
Yeah.
dimple, and then she goes back to the
Inside.
house, and then you see Snots come out, and
No.
he starts pawing at Clark's.
Uh-huh.
First, Clark goes, "I did it,"
And then
Snots
Snot comes out like
comes
this.
out and paws him.
It's so funny.
Nice.
Good job if you're doing. I hope you're keeping track at home.
Yes.
Give yourself a little candy
Star.
what
Name?
peppermint cat.
What was the secret ingredient Aunt Bethany's Jello mold had?
Oh, I know this one well.
I remember it well.
So as I answer, I'm going to tell a little funny story, which is I have an uncle that looks exactly like Chevy Chase, exactly like down to the butt chin, all of it.
Cool.
And so for Thanksgiving, well, for Christmas actually, he brought Jello mold and he put Chex Mix in it to look like cat food.
That's
Yes.
genius.
Yes. So yes. So it's the
Genius.
ingredient is cat food,
Oh,
but
man.
Ah.
there you go.
What I loved about this scene too was Eddie loved it.
He kept wanting more.
He's like, it is good.
I don't know, but it's good.
I don't know about the cat, but I sure am enjoying it. Yeah.
It is good.
All right.
And,
Well,
and
that
the
was
other
our
thing,
Trivia.
the other thing we do as a family is when we're passing like a big bowl of something like food, we pretend like we're gonna take a bite off of it because that's a famous thing that cousin Eddie does at the table. It's so gross. Yeah.
You test it.
Uh-huh. So
Test
gross.
it.
That is so funny.
Oh my god. See, we didn't eat food like that growing up because
Oh, you didn't like
we ate
big
Italian-
serving
like
bowls?
our grandma would either cook Middle Eastern food or
Mm.
Italian food, so we didn't eat like that.
So,
So when
Chevy
we see
Chase
the
is like-
yams and the Jello mold, we didn't know. Like,
Chevy Chase goes, Aunt Bethany, does your cat like Jello? She can't even really hear him.
yeah.
No.
It's so funny. She's like,
And then-
what?
Yeah, Eddie says, I don't know about the cat, but I sure am enjoying it.
I enjoying it.
Oh,
Okay.
and then the part where Snots is hawking up a bone
Oh gosh.
underneath
so
the table,
yeah.
and he goes, oh, just let him
Just like, no, and he's like, well, maybe if you didn't feed him from the table. He goes, no. He probably was nosing around the trash. There's trash everywhere.
Stephanie, thank you so much for pulling that trivia for us. That was so much fun. I think we all did it. I think we all know that movie pretty well. I'm kicking myself that I missed any of them, but still, yeah.
Me too. God.
Me too.
You didn't have to be perfect. I didn't even know the Santa one.
How did I not know Griswold? Which Clark Griswold are you? We thought this would be fun.
Oh, I'm looking. That's a good question.
I know. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. I mean, I've already seen it, and I'm debating. Now, is it all year round or just during Christmas?
Just during Christmas.
How about first choice, second choice? So what's your first choice? You want to start? Nancy, you want to start?
I'm probably, you know what? First, second, third. I'm probably number 2 all year round. All year round.
Yeah, you are a lunatic.
I'm not a lunatic, but because I know that scene so well, and everyone's leaving. They're like, "Look, we can't. You know, the tree's been set on fire. You're mad because of the like you just had a freaking rant, and about Tylenol. We're all going." And, he just used the chainsaw to take down his neighbor's tree. Yeah. Like he's just lost it, but he doesn't want to give up. He's like, no, you guys are staying. Yeah. You guys are staying. Now I have a clip later that has the whole scene, but he's like, nobody's going anywhere. We're sticking together in this. We're going down with the ship. So that's how I feel all year round.
What about you,
Steph?
Jen?
No, you go, Steph. Which one are you?
Oh man, I'd probably be number 1. I'd be the one getting us in the car and starting the holidays. It's hard to get people going and motivated, but I'm the first one to take out the tree. I'm the first one to put up the decorations. Yeah. I'm the first one to decorate. I'm the first one to put the Santa hat on. So that would definitely be me. And when I would see that tree, that would be my face. The glory of it all.
Yeah, no, you would.
I would get really excited. So I'm definitely number 1.
I love it. I am number 6. I'm hopeful.
That's awesome.
I am hopeful that things aren't going to be a disaster, but in the back of my mind, I always think, is this going to be a disaster? I hope it's not a disaster. So then it'll start as a disaster, but then it ends up working out. So I'm number 6.
Yeah, Ellen finds
you guys are my Ellen. You help me behind the scenes make things not a disaster.
Yeah, there you go.
The writers on here are so great. I mean, could you imagine just be so talented to go, let's have her do the national anthem?
Oh, yeah.
For Grace.
Bingo.
That was after he did it.
Do you guys have a favorite scene from the movie? Is there one scene? I know they're all great, but is there a favorite scene that pops out that's just
I watch it every year, and then the first scene will be my favorite, and then I'll see him putting up the lights, and then I'll be like, wait a second, that's my favorite. And then Eddie shows up. Do you like the sled scene? You were talking about the sled scene. You thought that was funny.
I thought that was funny, but it wasn't my favorite. I mean, I'm sticking to the squirrel scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That is just the physical comedy that ensues, and just the way they're ad-libbing on some of them. I mean, they're so funny, and the way it starts out with Aunt Bethany, it's just. It's hysterical.
I love how she's the only one who can hear it.
That's what I thought. I'm like, well, it's kind of a funny squeaking sound.
Do you know she was the original voice of the cartoon Betty Boop?
That is so cool.
That is so cool. This was her last film that she did.
This is definitely mine. Jen, what's your favorite scene?
That dinner table scene that we just saw, where
the
they're
dinner
sitting
table
around.
scene.
Yeah, there's just so much happening, from Eddie eating off the spoon to Clark's faces to Ellen flinging turkey off of her fork, pretending to enjoy it. Like, it's
Oh my God, you're so right. You are so right. That part
so
is so
much.
funny.
Yes, look at the way they're dressed. I mean, it's just so fun. And then she cries when her turkey explodes. There's just so much gold.
He's like,
there it
save the neck for me, Clark.
Save the neck for me.
And then
Wow.
Snots. Yeah, all of it. It's just so, that's my favorite.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. I think it's this scene.
Uh-huh.
And then because you're still like in the scene when Lewis sets the tree on fire, but but you can only see it from the dining room.
Yeah.
So like they're all just eating still, they're eating dessert, they're just kind of enjoying, and all of a sudden you just see a fireball.
Yes.
You
Oh
don't
my
see
gosh.
anything else. And you're just and then Clark still doesn't know what it is.
No,
So
no.
he just goes, "What was that noise?" And he walks in and he sees Lewis, and Lewis has no idea.
Drags a blanket over him.
Yeah, and he's like, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me it's like the squirrel scene and that.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I think probably the most iconic scene in the movie ever has got to be this.
Oh gosh.
Jitters full.
I mean,
love
I
it.
can't imagine it. I mean,
And then just seeing Todd and Margo looking at it, just going, oh, and knowing what the heck it is. It's just so disgusting.
I had to ask Dad. I didn't know what he
what-
was doing.
No, because we were so young. We're such idiots. We were like, "What's he doing? Is it water?"
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
I didn't even know what that word was back
Oh.
then. Like, because our parents were really strict with us with words. Like, don't say that word.
The first time I ever heard SHIT was in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was.
Yeah.
I saw it. We rented it on VHS and we got to see it. And I asked my mom what it meant, and then she said, "Don't ever say that again."
Yeah. The first
That's
time I
funny.
ever heard the C word,
Uh-huh.
like ever
Jeez,
in my
man.
life.
We're talking about at least
No,
stuff.
but it was Deadwood
June's
on HBO.
Christmas.
I'm just telling people. They like to know sometimes. Yeah, it was Deadwood.
How did you figure out what that word meant? Context?
I
Or did you
didn't
ask?
know. I was sitting around. I was still living in Los Angeles, and but my boyfriend and I were the only ones that had TiVo back then.
Oh, uh-huh.
So that's how old I am, and HBO. So everyone on Sunday night would come from the building.
Yeah,
would
and
come.
we all heard this.
Yeah, and for the long, they say it every other word in that show, and I would just pretend like I knew what it meant and stuff. And then finally, just at night, I just asked my boyfriend. I was like, "What is that word?"
Fascinating. Jen,
Yeah.
what was the first?
Fascinating.
What was the first swear word you heard as a kid, and not an adult like Nancy,
Yes.
and not a crude word like that?
So no judgment, because my parents are great. So they just raised us where there were no bad words. You know what I mean? Like they didn't say them like at us or anything, but like if we heard it, and we weren't allowed to repeat it, and we would just ask, "What does this mean?" So I honestly don't know, because it just wasn't a big deal at the house. So and that's kind of how I raised my kid. I don't, there's certain words I won't say in front of her, but it's not, I just don't know that there's bad words, So It doesn't bother me the same way. So I can't recall. I just don't remember.
Yeah, but the shitters full was
Yes.
definitely part of my childhood going, "Dad, what does that mean? What does that mean?"
Jen, did you want to now play one of your favorite
Yes, please.
parts? This girl knew this better than I did. I didn't even know the way it went. So I have to tip my hat to Jen on this one. You guys will know right away, but it's when Clark the first time we see Clark at work.
Okay. So this is my favorite clip. I'm so excited. If you want to hit play, I'll talk us through it, because I love this.
Thank you, Jen.
This is one that I say it constantly. So it's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, kiss your ass, kiss his ass, Happy Hanukkah. I love that. It works in so many scenarios. So you can be friendly,
That
but
is so funny.
Merry Christmas.
Kiss
But then
my
if
ass.
somebody gets weird, just say, kiss my ass, kiss your ass, kiss his ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
That's so funny.
Because
I
it was so
love it.
specific.
Yes. And I like how he changes his voice because you can't yell, kiss my, so he just kind of
Yeah.
says it under his breath, and it's just so good. I love
He's
it.
genius. Yeah, he's a genius.
This is one of like the many times where he's trying to play it straight too, and he does such a good job. This is like when he first sees Eddie emptying out the can we say shitter? We're just gonna say it, guys. Shiter.
Fine.
And Ellen has no idea this is going on.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Oh, yeah. Go
I'm looking
ahead.
at the of a winter's morn, clean, cool chill of the holiday air, and an asshole in his bathrobe, emptying a chemical toilet in the sewer.
Oh, God. I love it.
Look what he says then.
Mhm.
You checked our shitters, honey.
You checked our shitters, honey.
Oh, it's so good. But Eddie plays that so well. He's just so gleeful, like just out in his bathrobe, emptying his shitter.
Eddie has he does not care about anything. He just
But
does
he
not.
does have a good heart.
He does. No,
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
He does have a good heart because if you look at the movies where they go visit him, he's very hospitable and wants them to stay, and it's like
Yeah, but the first one when they were going to Wally World, they made him kind of a
yeah.
character.
But they did, but then they changed it around,
They
and
did,
they did because
yes.
people liked him so much.
This is obviously the end of the movie when Lewis goes flying.
Oh my gosh. That is such a good still right there. That's perfect.
I'm sorry, Steph. That makes me laugh.
I know, it's
Oh,
funny.
look, you can see the wire.
What?
Look, you can see the wire.
You
on
can,
him.
yeah.
That's
You can.
hilarious. I'm not. I think it's great. I've never noticed that before. That's funny. You can see.
Well,
the
it
wire.
was also a younger guy. It wasn't an old guy who played him.
Of
It was a
course,
very
I'm
young
sure.
guy.
You can see that's a stunt man.
no, but that's a stuntman. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the guy who played
Yeah.
Lewis, though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is young in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That I
IMDb
did not
it,
know.
guys. Yeah, IMDb it. You'll see.
The comedian.
I like how he still had his hair. At least he grabbed onto his hair.
That is
And then,
so
of course,
funny.
she
Aunt
sang,
Bethany. Yeah.
and the rocket's red glare. Oh my gosh, what a great movie.
I have
What
one
a-
more interesting bit of trivia that I didn't know until I was putting this together for today. And that is, do you know who was considered, according to IMDb, for the part of Rusty? But they said he wasn't silly enough. Did you see it?
No,
No.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
that would have just been total
No,
different.
David
They
from
said he's not
Roseanne.
silly enough. Yeah, yeah.
David from Roseanne.
Yeah, it would have been perfect.
David
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I call him that, but I don't. What's his
No,
real
I'm
name?
with you. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Jonathan or
Galecki. What's his real
Galecki.
name? I don't know. his real-
Galecki,
Johnny
Jonathan
Galecki.
Galecki.
Okay. I call him
Johnny Galecki.
I call him David from Roseanne.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
that would
he's
have been
so good.
weird. He would have been so hot. Everybody would have been like,
I know. I think the kids were great.
They did
Juliette
great on
was
everybody.
great.
Everybody. All the
I
casting.
still go because oh my god, like when we lived in LA, we lived in an apartment building like Melrose Place, so everybody would have pajamas on when they would go out to check their mail or go to the pool. We never we never wore clothes, and every single
Ooh.
time we'd go down there, we'd be like, I would quote from her going, "I hope nobody sees me standing out here in my pajamas
staring at the house.
staring." I mean, like I would say that constantly because of Julia.
Nobody I know sees me.
Standing out here in
And
my
then the father-in-law says, if they know your dad, they won't think anything of it.
yeah.
I know this movie backwards and forwards.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. That is perfect.
He gives like he just has to do like a speech to each person in the line after he lights the house.
Yeah.
So good.
And Frances is just like she doesn't care. Oh
So
my
good.
gosh.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Was there any final thoughts on this? If you can't pick this movie, what's your second favorite of this series of these kind of movies?
Like National Lampoons or
Yeah,
just
like
or
as far as
Christmas movies?
with the no, I meant with the the National Lampoon. So like it could be Vacation or Vegas Vacation or European Vacation. Which one's your second?
European Vacation.
I don't think I can choose.
Or Wally World.
Wally World.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
I
choose.
can't choose.
I even like the Vegas one.
I love the Vegas one. That might be my
Yeah.
second choice. Yeah.
I mean, Christmas is definitely my fave, but
Yeah.
I just love them all. I love them all.
I
Yeah.
can't pick it because then you have like the
What about
European
you?
Vacation,
What about
yeah.
you?
I think I have to go Vegas because I've seen it the second most time. But I do love the Wally World one. Oh my gosh.
I love that one. Yeah.
I mean, you've got John Candy,
Candy.
so-
John
and he's
Candy.
riding the rides with them, and
Uh-huh.
there's so many great moments.
Such a good
Christy
one. Yeah.
Brinkley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So good. But guys,
And
thank
then
you.
Stephanie and I do this all the time where he steals the cash and they're at the Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah.
One. And then she goes, "Don't you want to see the Grand Canyon?" And so Stephanie and I'll if I'm trying to rush her, we'll be like this. Okay, let's go. And so, like, what the hell did I just drop? Sorry, guys.
I knew that
No,
was
that's
good.
okay.
Yeah, so we always do this thing. We go, okay, let's go.
Guys, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I so appreciate this. Now we do have to get you guys to 100,000 subs because we need to see that song. I mean, I'm demanding it. And in fact, if it happens when I'm on camera, I'll come on and I'll dance.
Nice.
While you sing the song. Just kidding.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh,
Jen will
God,
be on.
just
Okay, so you heard that here. Jen will come on.
Yes.
as well.
And start
I'll
dancing.
fly back to Portland. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'll be there. But no, so tell us, you have some exciting plans for Christmas. Tell us what you're up to on your channel.
I'm just gonna
You
do
guys-
a live stream on Christmas.
Yeah, we will be
Woohoo!
spending Christmas with you guys. Probably do something on Christmas Eve too, like we did last year. And we
And
just
then
want
we're
to
gonna
spend time
do,
with everybody.
do a New Year's party too. But we'll be ringing in UK's New Year's
like we did last
like
year.
we did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
Hanukkah also falls on Christmas Day, so we can celebrate both.
We'll
with
light the candle.
yeah, with everybody. So
Fun.
yeah.
Lots
that's
of
what
good
we'll be doing.
celebrations.
Mom and Dad will be here. Don't worry.
Good.
And yeah, so if you guys want to spend Christmas and Christmas Eve with us, feel free. We'll be here.
That's
not leaving you.
excellent.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks guys so much for everything. And
Thank
everybody
you.
make sure you subscribe so that way we can get that 100,000. I just need to see that song. All right.
All right. We love you, Jen.
Love you guys too. Take care. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas, Sidley parents. We love you guys too. Can't forget them.
Maka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Bye.